Aren't you subscribed? Only a small percentage of viewers that watch my videos are actually subscribed, and if everyone watching would subscribe, I would be well over 100,000 subscribers, and that is absolutely insane, so please, subscribe. I'm begging you. Thank you! Are You Alright is Lovejoy's debut EP. Its title is a question commonly asked to people who usually are not okay when asked such questions. The EP focuses heavily on toxic relationships, with each of the 4 songs focusing on a specific aspect commonly found within them, along with a separate narrative for each. Taunt is the first song of the EP, and it talks about the lack of communication and jumping to conclusions from little to no evidence. On Taunt, the band reminisces over a past lover and how their relationship unfolded. Sang over a classic rock beat accompanied by electric guitars and trumpets, the singer emphasizes the insecurities and pretty privilege that veiled their lover's perspective. In the first verse, the she the speaker is talking about is always polite and asking about the speaker's well-being. The speaker laments that they are not friends, and the constant inquiries were just a ploy to get in the speaker's good favor.
She's always asking, am I alright? As if auspicious or in my pint.
The use of thank God might mean that the main character is tired of conversing with his significant other over simple topics.
I'll find the answer or a good night. Thank God the time is short.
The person that the singer is talking about is somewhat of an enigma to him. He can't quite understand what they are about or what they want. He spends some of his time trying to figure them out, but to no end. This might be frustrating for him by the specific word choice earlier on in the song. He sees something simple as the person wrinkling their nose and most likely misunderstands this as them making fun of him. The person could just be showing distaste for something, but the singer jumps to far conclusions instead of taking things at face value. The singer seems to misunderstand them and get the wrong impression. You can tell the singer likes to think a lot by the fact that they want to figure this person out.
And yes, you always do that one thing. When you wrinkle up the nose bridge, I'm trying to figure out what that meant. I took it as a taunt.
During their time in school together, the singer notes that everyone would always give her what she wanted, whether it was a relationship or anything else, hence the inquiry into anyone ever saying no to her. However, this could also be a more general question that calls to attention the girl's privileged upbringing, in which everything she ever asked for in life was handed to her.
Remember when back then in school? Oh, did anybody ever say no to you? Oh, did anybody ever say no to you? Whoa.
The singer claims that the subject is always making excuses to leave and take a break from her friends. He accuses her of having mood swings, calling her unstable for being comfortable with everyone 1 minute and finding any reason to leave the next. In reality, she's probably uncomfortable because of the jeering he's shown her throughout the song, and the singer is just protecting his own insecurities onto her. He doesn't want to consider that his own actions could be part of the problem either.
You're always trying to leave the table. Phone calls, toilet breaks, unstable.
She may be aware of the pretty privilege she has, making her want to try and preserve her beauty as much as possible, to the point it's made her insecure. Around people who know her, she isn't very good at hiding this fact.
And don't you think that we can all tell? You're insecure, you're insecure.
The singer admits to being the type to get drunk and begin psychoanalyzing people. Throughout Taunt, the singer has claimed that the subject of the song is insecure and has had it easy from allegedly never dealing with rejection.
Yeah, I guess I always do that one thing. When I get too drunk and jumping, to figure out what makes your brain tick. I'm a listener, I'm a listener.
One Day is a hope-filled song that talks about improving the future despite hardships faced in the past. It specifically focuses on the singer's relationship with his lover mentioned throughout the song, with him wanting to take her back despite her not being a good life partner. The first lines of the song likely aren't literal. The act of killing a cat is probably a reference to the common turn of phrase, curiosity killed the cat. The most popular use of the phrase is to condemn reckless curiosity, saying that it will hurt you in the end. The common idea of the song revolves around the singer giving in and taking his significant other back despite knowing that they aren't good for him. This verse in particular seems to focus on the idea that while part of him knows the relationship will end badly, he can't be 100% certain. He may have taken the girl back with some kind of hopeful curiosity, and the inevitable fallout hurts him or kills his cat. These lines inspired the cover art for the song's EP, Are You Alright, which has a dead cat on the cover.
Stop. 'Cause why Why'd you have to kill my cat? Why'd I have to take you back?
And so we can presume that the singer cares a lot for the other person in the relationship. However, his feelings aren't reciprocated, as seen by Wilbur questioning why he cares so much. Despite knowing how he is taken advantage from by his partner, the singer can't help but have a lot of care for them.
Time and time I play the empath. I don't know why.
The first verse explores the idea of something that you haven't seen the end of yet but know will end badly. Lights on in an empty pub mean that something must have happened to clear it out. A toilet seat left up means that somebody's going to fall in. A deer in headlights is probably going to be hit by a car. These are situations that have conclusions that are not 100% certain but more than likely. The problem is, while these conclusions are fairly probable, there isn't any finality. The closure isn't satisfying. We want to see the ending play out, if only to know that what we expect is right. In this song, that feeling could be applied to the singer's relationship. He knows that taking this girl back will only hurt him, but he can't help but want to see it through to the conclusion.
Lights on in an empty pub, a toilet with the seat left up. His closure like a deer in headlights.
The chorus is a bit of an oxymoron. He's implying he's both looking to the future and not. One day he's looking to the future, but also implies it isn't true now. Looking to the future, there is a possibility that everything could be different. But for now, she isn't there and he can't help but focus on the right now that his life is a mess. Life is inconsistent. It can change. And one minute you can be focused on the present and the next hoping the inconsistency means it will get better. Additionally, by saying he'll focus on the future one day, he means one day he will consider the future consequences of his actions. As of now, he's letting the relationship play out even though he knows it will end badly, partially due to curiosity, tying back to the "'cause why'd you have to kill my cat" line.
One day I know that you will be there. One day I'll focus on the future. Maybe one day, oh baby, isn't life so fucking inconsistent?
The line to "before I found one life turned two" likely refers to the idea that the narrator is so obsessed and worried with the subject in question's life to the point where it is almost as if it were his life, and practically has two lives. The narrator is burdened with the unexpectedness of the subject's life becoming an extension of his own, thus explaining why he wishes he could turn back time.
'Cause all I want to do is turn back time, at least a couple Tuesdays to before I found one life turned two.
The last lines of the second verse talk about how he's not scared of change or being alone, but in fact he's terrified of it.
I said it last time, but I'm not afraid of empty rooms. I'm not afraid of new perfume, and in fact, my dear, I'm fucking terrified.
Sex Sells is about a woman who is partaking in a relationship with another man while the singer feels dejected and jealous while the woman he wants is with another man. Wilbur said on Reddit that Sex Sells is about extortion of money, not sex. The female subject of the song is in a relationship with a man who comes from a privileged background. He seems to have been college educated, with the result that he has wealth and his thoughts are focused on his possessions and ideas and far-flung social policy. In Western democracies, decisions about matters such as social policy are in the hands of the upper middle class bourgeoisie.
You think he'd realize, but he's infatuated with ideas, possessions and far-flung social policy.
A person whose daddy works on the council most probably has a wealthy family, as it costs money to campaign for political office, and working for the government takes up one's time, so that when one is a member of the government, one cannot freely pursue other employment in the same way as a private citizen. The expression "the person has a silver spoon in their mouth" is an English idiom that dates from the start of the 19th century. It means that a person was born to a wealthy family.
His daddy works on the council, but Mrs. loves the silver spoon.
Tory is slang coming from the British Conservative Party. They are seen as more traditionalists on the political spectrum. In this line, this girl swears she would never kiss someone who was in that political place, implying that she is not a part of the British Conservative Party, but she is willing to make an exception for this man. This line could be a reference to the song "The Sea is a Good Place to Think of the Future" by Los Campesinos, which Wilbur has stated is a band that he listens to and can also be seen wearing their merch from time to time. The line in question is "but you could never kiss a Tory boy." The writers of Sex Cells might have pulled inspiration from this lyric.
Swore she'd never kiss a Tory, but this boy was too good to lose.
The Capricorn is a sign of the zodiac. People born under the sign of Capricorn are traditionally thought of as being ambitious, disciplined, and persistent, characteristics which suit a salesman or businessman. This is a further characterization of the man with whom the girl, the singer's object of affection, is involved. The expression sex sells in this context might be referring to the man as being a salesman, and the female might be selling herself to the man as a sex object, exchanging her bedroom skills for the financial security her lover provides.
The Capricorn. This is Sex Cells, know that.
Throughout the song, the singer talks about how their love interest could do practically anything to them, and they wouldn't care. They are too far gone and obsessed to care about any physical or emotional harm that might come their way from this relationship. The first verse is a play on words. An 8-ball is slang for several things, mainly revolving around drugs. 1/8 of an ounce of a drug like cocaine is sometimes called an 8-ball, as is the act of mixing crack cocaine and heroin. Wilbur has been known to negatively reference drug use in the past, specifically cocaine. His first solo EP, Your City Gave Me Asthma, was initially called Cocaine Makes You Boring. An 8-ball is also sometimes used in the popular bar game of pool, which is played with long poles called pool cues. The following line then plays on that by switching up the common phrase of I haven't even got a clue.
Down another 8-ball. I haven't even got the cue.
The actions in the chorus involve some sort of physical harm towards the narrator, suggesting that there has been domestic abuse in the relationship before, and that the other person could do so with any cause for concern.
You could eat the phone from the headrest. You can knock the wind out of my breath. You could kick the teeth into my head.
Thanks for watching the video. I just wanted to give a quick shout out to all of the people that contributed over on Genius. Without them, this video wouldn't have been possible at all. And also, can we smash 500 likes for the meaning behind Lovejoy's Pebble Brain? Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Bye!